everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I am a diary memory maker. If you are new here, I am an artist and I make junk journals for a living. Today we are going to be taking up one of my shelved projects that I haven't actually completed. So we're going to finish a journal off in this video that I've got half created from an old storybook. So let's go to the craft table and have a look at what we're working with today. Let's go to the craft table. Now this is a unfinished project that I started a little while ago. How gorgeous is this? It was a children's storybook that I gutted and reinforced with my own spine. The story is called A Bright Star by Gary Crew and Anne Spudvillas. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I just loved the art in the book. It is so pretty. Like, the art style is absolutely stunning. It's so painterly. It makes me really happy to look at. So here's what I've done on the interior. I've got some nice, beautiful cardstock and then this beautiful gray, black and white fabric. So pretty. So the interior and exterior has already been made. Obviously we can add a few little bits and pieces onto the cover as well, but the bare bones and the gist of this journal has already kind of been put together. I also last night made a whole bunch of signatures for this, so it's going to be a 4 signature journal. Look at this paper. Like, is that not just the most beautiful, like, texture you've ever seen? And then I sewed some scrunchy fabric on this side there. This signature has a bunch of music paper that I've chosen that has really nice names, like Stardust is so perfect for this particular journal. It's also got lined paper, lots of stained paper throughout. So beautiful, so simple. This is an A4 sized journal, so we got 4 signatures. Oh my god, like, look at that marbling effect that I was able to create. That is so beautiful. Oh my god, I'm in love. Okay, sorry, but yeah, they're all pretty much the exact same. We can fill them up with other bits and pieces, but I would like these journals to be fairly blank. That way the person who buys them can really fill them up with whatever they want and have it as like a nice large diary or a grimoire or something like that. So there is our 4 signatures. We can sew them in a little bit later. Let's take a look at our cover again and see what we can do with this. Now I would like to put some envelopes in here as extra little pockets, spots. So I'm going to stick these 2 down, probably here. And then on the back, I don't know if I should do the same on the back, but let's just do this first. So we're just going to get our glue and run a bead along the edge that we want to stick down, like it is. This journal is so pretty. I can't wait to see it actually finished. When I was going through and decluttering all of my craft supplies and things like that, I went through all of my storybooks that I'd collected for images and illustrations, and any cover that was really good or strong or the right size, I've turned into a cover or a skeleton, as I like to call them. Let's line that up nice and good. So it's straight, press that down. And there's this beautiful furry edge. It's so nice to play with. Okay, so the reason why I only glued the edges is because that way you can come in and stick stuff at the top as well as use the actual envelope. So I just like to add a lot of different hidden elements to my journals and places where people can stick stuff down or put stuff in. Now the other one, we're just going to come and do the exact same thing. Yep, this side. This journal is going to come together very quickly, and the video is probably going to be a short one, but that's good, short and sweet. And a beautiful journal as the result. But yeah, basically that's what I was kind of doing. I was making a whole bunch of stuff in bulk like preemptively, so that way I could improve my workflow and just organize all of my crap, because I had so much stuff at one point just all over the place and no real direction, and a lot of fabric that I had in boxes, as you guys know, that was just kind of not getting used or whatnot. So I really wanted to actually go through and clean up a lot of my stuff. It definitely reduced my load by pre-making some of these, but now they are finally going to be finished. Okay, so that's those two. What do I do for this back one? Do I do the same thing? Maybe I should, just so you've got, it can be an envelope kind of one. I like the envelopes. I think I want to use them. So let's do that on this side as well. I'll jump ahead so you guys don't have to see this part again. Okay, now for that last one, giving a bit of room. Beautiful. I'm really happy with that. I think it looks really quite stunning, if I'm being honest. Even though it's so simple, it doesn't need to be a lot, you know? Sometimes it's the simple things that are the most beautiful. We now have our signatures to go in. What I'm going to do is pre-punch the holes in my spine. I have my big trusty needle and my thimble, but have a look. Can you guys see that? It has a hole inside of it. And so this is like not worth using. My fingers are really gross and covered in glue, but anyway, yeah, so the needle actually went through and pricked me in the finger, and I just don't have another one of these, but I still need it. Like, it's something I use so much because these like are really thick to punch through. So I'm going to show you guys just really quick. Why not? On my ruler, I have it pre-marked out where I need to punch. And then I also know how big this spine is. Generally, my spines are about 37 millimeters in width. That's the typical standard that I like to follow. And I do a ruler's width from the, let me see if I move this down a little bit more. I do a ruler's width from the top of my journal, and that's where I mark my holes. So this part of the process isn't typically something that I show you guys, so it's pretty cool to be able to do that now. The only issue is it's really hard to see where I'm freaking putting my holes because this fabric is like black, white, and gray and like checkered. So it makes it really difficult, but I think I can see that. So those are move my needle out the way, I don't want to lose it. Come down to the very bottom now. Do the exact same thing. One little circle dot here, one here, one there, and one here. Okay, so now I have my 4, and then the way I work out my third one is you got to line up your holes. So make sure they're lining up perfectly. And then for journals this size, I usually do 160 as like my personal staple of like halfway. It's not exactly halfway, it's a little bit bigger obviously, but it's just where I like to put my holes. It doesn't really matter, it's pretty close to the center, so that's all that matters. And then when I make a smaller journal, say an A5 journal, I do it at 120, and that's just my staple. That's my principle that I follow, just in case anyone was wondering. Okay, so we've now punched our holes. Yay! Let's just check something here, because our pages are a little bit smaller than, say, our actual skeleton. So this is where it gets tricky and why I hate doing journals that aren't exactly A4 size. I'm not doing them anymore. This is probably going to be the last few that I do. I have a couple that I've got to do that are odd sizes, but this is obviously smaller than A4, so I've had to trim the pages down. And then now they don't really quite line up, if that makes sense. So I've got to do it backwards. And I can't use my ruler for measuring because, well, it's not going to measure the right, it's not going to be the right size. So doing it backwards is awful and very not time effective, but you gotta do what you gotta do. This journal will be stunning when it's done, I can just tell. Sewing in signatures is probably my least favorite part, but I do lie a little bit because sewing in the signatures is when you actually get to see your book come to life and turn into a book. Now let's get our needles and our thimble and start punching these holes. So the reason why I don't film this part is because it's a lot of flipping, going backwards and forward, and in camera it probably doesn't translate or look very good. It's kind of a bit annoying. It's a lot of flipping over, try and punch these holes. Ugh. And it's so stiff because this is a really thick cover. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Ugh. Go in. Oh my god. Yeah, the thimble is definitely needed because stuff is hard. I gotta make sure I don't get the needle through the hole that's already in there. Otherwise, it's just gonna go right through my bloody finger, and that's never fun. Oh, come on. You can do it. You can get through. I believe in you. Oh. Okay, there's the bottom holes punched. Let's do the middle now. Ow, shit, see? I did it again. I need a new thimble. I really do. Now I'm going to do the last 4 off camera again because you pretty much get the gist of it now. Now the reason why this is so awful to have my holes on the outside is because obviously when I go to punch my holes on the inside, they're not there. So what I have to do now is refold my pages inside out, which they never like to really do, especially when you have so many, and pretend that this is the inside. And although that doesn't seem like a lot, it can be really annoying if you've got a lot of paper and it's quite thick. So now we want to punch our holes like this, hoping that they get in the right way. And then the last one. Oh gosh, that did not want to come through. Okay, and then we can fold it back the right way, and we should have holes that line up all the way through. Let's get our, that'll do it, donkey, that'll do it. Okay, now that our holes are all punched, we can go ahead and sew them in. I'm gonna do 3 off camera. Alrighty, so I have sewn in the 3 signatures, like I said. Now we're gonna do one together, opening up to the very center. We wanna get our needle and our thread. And now I probably sound a little crazy because it is like 6 something in the morning. I had a really late night last night, but I don't know why, I just woke up and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I'm like, you know what, that's a good thing. Let's get some shit done. Because I've got a very, very busy day today of journal making. At the moment, I'm making about a good 4 journals all at once. So, you know, I'm a busy gal. Let's try and thread this through now to the top hole if it wants to go in. I have a feeling we're going to have to do this individually. Yeah, like this. Otherwise, they're not going to go through properly. Where are you? Where did you go? I missed you so. There it is, there. Okay, so now pulling through, sorry, I'm probably out of the frame. Pulling through, oopsie. Let's now go down to our bottom hole here. Flick through those. Hopefully we get through the right hole. Oh, come on, buddy. Work with me. You gotta be a team player. Okay. Doesn't really want to go through some of these holes, but Ugh, this is my trouble every time. And it's only the last signature as well that I seem to have issues with when I'm recording it. Otherwise, I sew these in pretty darn quickly without too much damn problem, but for you guys, they like to act up. Straight through the back hole of my cover, coming through like this. Oops. Pulling. Okay, now we want to go back through that center hole as well. Ugh. I literally just got out of bed. Like, I haven't really done anything. I just threw on a jumper. It's super chilly. We're in winter at the moment, so it's very cold. But it's not really that cold because I guess other countries definitely have it worse. Except, I don't know, I'm Australian. I live in Queensland. So once it gets to like, I don't know, 5 degrees or something, I'm like, oh my god, what the hell? It's not even in the negatives and I'm like freezing my little butt off, so... Anyway, need to find this needle. Where'd you go? I missed you so. That's like that's just the song I sing when I, you know. It's so fitting. All right, now our needle goes through. We can get rid of her now. We don't need her anymore. We want to tension the string. By pulling upwards. Don't pull out ever because that's not going to give you tension. It's just going to probably rip your paper. So you want to pull up and you want to do a double knot just in case anyone wants to know how to tie a signature, you know. Let's double knot that bad boy, and then we want double knotted bunny rabbit ears. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Pull those extra bits of string. We can cut off our tails just a little bit so it's nice and neat. Oh, you guys. Oh my gosh, look at that. This paper is like to die for. Look at how stunning that is. I want to make some artworks that are like this marbled effect. Oh my god. So nice. Okay, so that is our journal. She's very simple. Very elegant, very beautiful though. I don't know about you guys, but I am in love. Okay, so now let's do some decorating on the inside. It's going to be very, very simple, but I do want to attach some envelopes. Now I have these. These are so beautiful. I'm thinking, how many do we have? We have 4 signatures in this journal, so I might just add 1 per signature somewhere. Starting with the first one, we might just stick her here, like this, over the edge. So she's going to flip out and you can put stuff in her. Okay, just going to add a little bit of gloopy glue so that way she sticks down in her permanent spot. Like that. Now we want to just meet that edge. Fold her down. Beautiful. Now let's move it this way. Try and squish it down a little bit more. Nice. Okay, so there's 1. Let's go to signature number 2. Where are we going to put her? I'm going to stick her on this because why not? Let's put her on this piece of paper. It's just a bit of random music paper. Doesn't really have a lot of excitement going on, so let's do this. Try and get to that edge really nice and good as well. Folding that down. Beautiful. Okay, now we want to go to our 3rd signature. Where are we going to put her? Let's put her, how about on this? This area's got a bit of stuff going on, so maybe we should do it here. Yeah, I think that looks really pretty. I love the pop of orange on this page. So let's go for some more glue. Oops, crap. Okay, ready, and then pressing her down. Ah, nice. Okay, the last one. Oh, hang on. What have I done? What in the bloody heck is this? Have I missed a signature? I thought I just, hang on a minute. Am I tripping balls? Yes, it's like 7 in the morning. I understand what just happened. Okay, so this is the first signature. We've got 1. We've got 2. What have I done? Have I missed a signature? No, we got 3. Oh, I'm just tripping balls, that's all. Never mind. Just ignore me. All good things, all good things. Moving on. Okay, so now we're going to do the last one here on the 4th signature. Get out. Look at my disgusting brush, like, you guys. I need to take better care of my brushes, but this is like a glue brush. Like, this is a very, very cheap, non-expensive kids like craft brush, so I don't really care about him, but it is a very good companion, I guess, so I probably should take care of it, you know. All right. Ooh, delicious. I love it. Okay, so now we have a pop of color. We have our orange, we have our greens, and my coffee. We have the whites, we have the nice tan, beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, what do we do now? I don't know what I should do. Should we add something extra to the front? Let me see what I've got. Now, I don't really have a lot that could possibly go with this. Like, oh, that's actually kind of pretty. Along the edge. It adds a real, like, elegant feel to it. I don't know if I think it's the vibe though, because I've kind of done it a bit more, you know, bedazzly, the orange. Does this fit along the front? Oh my god, it's the freaking perfect size. It is actually the perfect size. That's destiny. I think that's okay. I think it adds something a little bit extra to the cover, but it's not too much. I think this maybe is too much. So, let's add this beautiful trim. Oh my god, I wasn't going to, but no, let's do that, because why not? Oh, that's gonna look so pretty. And then we're gonna use my trusty crocodile to add some eyelets on the side as well. So, oh god, this is exciting. I really love the simplicity of this journal. I don't want it to be too much, and I don't want to decorate it too much either, if truth be told, because I really just want to make something that's very simple. I know you guys are probably disappointed because you're like, oh, normally her journals are like so busy and packed and all of that, but I don't know, sometimes it is just the simpler things that are the most beautiful. And I think this like cover art speaks for itself. Now I want a really generous bead on here because god, I want this to stick and I don't want it to go anywhere like ever. So, you know, we've got to make sure we're a little bit extreme with the gloopy glue application. This is going to be really hard because it's not going to tack straight away. I can just tell it's going to pull up. Yeah, see, it's going to pull up because I'm stretching it beyond its capacity. So it's kind of like, no, I don't want to go down. Too bad, too bad. You're a part of this journal now. You've got a job to do, Larry. Okay, so let's press. Oh, here we go. Something's coming together. I'll trim the excess in a little bit, but we are looking a little bit spunky. I don't know about you guys. Now this white now attributes to the white on the inside. So it's just a little hint, you know, just something I prepared earlier. No, I'm kidding. Make sure this is straight. Oh, how freaking gorgeous is this? Oh my god, I'm in love. All right, let's turn her this way. Now this is really thick. I don't know if it's gonna freaking punch through. Oh, no, it does. No worries, no worries. All right, the only problem is these eyelets that I have, they are gold and they are quite large. And my crocodile does not punch this size. So, I'm gonna have to add a little bit of extra wiggle room by just making our hole that little baby bit bigger without knowing if I'm actually doing it in the right frickin' spot. It's all in the unknown, I tell ya. Okay, that's not gonna be big enough. I can just tell. I just know from experience. Alright, that looks awful, but fear not, because this eyelet was going to cover that hole. Let's see. Nope, still not big enough. I knew it. I knew it. I knew you would do this to me. Embarrass me in front of all my friends now. Okay, let's see now. Please. I know it looks awful, but you won't notice it in a minute. I promise. Okay. Oh, just go in. I don't want to punch anymore. Just push. Push it. Oh, God. Yay. Okay, we have an eyelet. We're not going to punch it yet. We're going to flip this baddie over. And do the last side, which I can't tell where I'm putting it, so that's a bit of a worry. Oh, extra thickum on this side. Oh, I don't think that was even, but anyway. Don't tell anyone. Maybe here. Oops. A little bit back that way. Get off me. What have we done? Okay, we need to come back up here. Just go a little bit crazy on the edges. Alright, how big is that? I don't even know. I can't tell because the fabric's all bunched up there. Not big enough. Okay, I see. I see the problem. I'm going to go on this side. Oh, come on. Be a team player. Alright. Maybe, just maybe, it might make more sense if I'm looking at it from this perspective. Okay. How about now? Maybe a little bit more on this side. My back be hurting already. I only been standing up for like 2 seconds. Okay, now you should definitely go in. Just be a team player. Push. That's it. Okay. Now, this is the perfect size for this job. So let's now line her up. I'm hoping you guys can see this. Ugh, squeeze. Yep. Squeezed. Got a little bit of fabric, but that's okay. There's one eyelet. Now we want to do the other side. Squeezy, squeezy, squeeze. Oops. Okay. Oh my god. This makes me happy, just so you know. Beautiful. Okay, we have our eyelets. Now we just need to get some extra lace to tie it off. Now, typically for closures, I use this because it's like a really thin lace and it's quite an awful one for like gluing down because it's so thin. It doesn't actually stick to very much, but it's perfect for tying. So I usually thread that through a lot of my journals. Signature holes. However, we're going with a pop of color today, so I'm thinking of using this beautiful orange ribbon because why not? Like, it's now perfect. Like, otherwise it's going to be too much white, you know? I really want to bring this orange into the game, so let's cut some of this. Thinking about that long. I want it to be nice and long. Beautiful. Now, because I have these edges and it's ribbon, we need to singe the edges, otherwise it's going to unravel. So let me go get my lighter. So we just want to run the naked flame along the edges here. Not too much, not too little. Just right. We want a Goldilocks feel. And just press that down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. Let's go. Okay, so now I'm going to turn the book like this. Hopefully you guys can still see that pretty well. I'm going to just go like this now, thread it through the back, poke, 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 and pull. Beautiful. Oh, that looks so gorgeous. I'm going to double knot that guy so he doesn't like come off. Pulling, not too hard. Just right. I'm popular. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Beautiful. Now, let's get our ties. You guys can't probably freaking see this because it's such a big damn journal. having to push it like right up to my camera so you can see in the frame. Alright, and then we just want to do some really big bunny ears. Done like this. And we're going to pull them out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys. That is stunning. Let me try and zoom out as far as I can. How beautiful is that? It's a really nice, like, elegant pop of orange. Oh, this is stunning. Okay, we need to do our signature wax seal. Alrighty, now it's time for our signature wax seal. Ooh, that's gonna be a good one. Nice and circular, I can tell. Get our seal now. Oh, that is gonna be juicy. I'm excited. And then we want to wiggle. Oh my gosh, that is like a perfect circle. Oh my goodness. This is very exciting. We now have a finished journal, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go and say our goodbyes. Another journal in the bag. I'm so... I've been making journals like a crazy lady lately, so I am so happy to have these journals finished. Now these are very simple. This video has probably been pretty quick in comparison to my other videos, but as you guys know, this is a project I technically started a little while ago and just kind of abandoned. So yeah, I really love this. This is actually a storybook. This is a real like book you guys can buy and read. It's called A Bright Star by Gary Crew and Anne Spudvillas. I don't know. I'm probably mispronouncing that name. I'm so terrible with names. Just cut me some slack, guys. But I love the illustrations. This image, this painting style, I want to paint like that. Like, it's just so painterly and so beautiful, and all of the colors, it's just so stunning. I could not cover it up. I had to expose it still, but this is just such a beautiful book. It is very blank on the inside. We didn't add anything extra to the pages because this is a writing journal, so I want whoever buys it to just fill it with all of their goodies and their stuff and start from scratch. It's really more so a writing journal than a junk journal, so yeah, I don't know. I just think it's really cool. It's a great size. It's got a beautiful cover. I love the orange. It's so nice. I love this so much. It's really nice. I'm head over heels. Like, if I could have a journal, I would probably be like this one. Just because I love the art so much on the cover. Yeah. This is available for purchase though, so head to the link in description if you are interested. I want to say thank you so much. If you guys haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so you stay up to date with every one of my uploads. I'm just really happy. And this wax seal is like chef's kiss. Mwah. Beautiful. So happy with that. Okay, now I need to go and make a whole bunch more journals because I've got so much on my to-do list. But this is one that's done. Bye! I love you guys. Mwah. See ya!